Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London, and this is our Paper 2 overview for the GCSE English Language Paper 2. So we have already covered Paper 1 on our channel, and what I wanted to do in this video is give you all a better and a clearer insight to what GCSE English Language Paper 2 consists of. Like I mentioned in the previous video, there are many students who still are unaware of what the paper is actually about. So it's important you know how you are going to be assessed for language paper 2, and what this video aims to do is to help you have a better understanding and also provide some clarity in terms of your preparation for GCSE English language paper 2. So first things first, Paper 2, what is it all about? In simple terms, it's all about the writer's viewpoints and perspectives. So we are looking at a non-fiction text, so it could be from a letter, a newspaper article, a leaflet, a speech, etc. And you are being asked to analyze the writer's viewpoints. So what kind of perception do we have of the writer here and their attitudes towards a particular topic? So for example, towards cycling, okay, or towards football. So it could be to do with sports, it could be to do with homework, education, the environment, etc. So what is being assessed for section A, as you can see, I've highlighted, for reading, you'll have one non-fiction text and one literary non-fiction text, okay? So one will be a 19th century text, one will be a 20th or 21st century text, okay? So one modern and one old. And they choose these texts intentionally, so you are able to find the differences, and there's always a disparity between the two. So make sure when you're reading, as mentioned in the previous video, annotate, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Whilst you're reading, I want you all to annotate the text. So you might ask, so what do I annotate for? So you are annotating for key language features or language devices, but also simultaneously you're annotating for structure. So how is the text organized? So from the beginning to the middle to the end, what is the shift in focus? What's the shifts in focus? And how does the focus shift from the beginning to the middle to the end? And then again, for section A, you only have 4 questions. For section B, you have 1 question. So 5 questions in total, just like language paper 1. And that is specifically, I'm referring to AQA. For EduCast and EdExcel, I have covered it previously. If you want to see that, just go through my channel and you'll be able to find the video on that. And for section B, as mentioned, it's your writing, and specifically it's your transactional / persuasive writing. So you are writing to present a viewpoint. So again, that could be a letter, a leaflet, a speech, etc. So it could most likely, the most common one, to be honest with you, is an article, a letter, or even a speech. The other two, not as common, which includes a leaflet and an essay. So it's important you start practicing these forms of text. In terms of the assessment, how long is it? It's exactly the same. It's 1 hour 45, 80 marks, just like paper 1, and it's worth 50% of your GCSE. So I have some students who say, sir, I'm better at paper 1 than paper 2, or I'm better at paper 2 compared to paper 1. So unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You need to spend 50% of your time on paper 1, 50% of your time on paper 2. So start creating a revision plan and start preparing for it from today. So I cannot stress this enough. Start looking at non-fiction text, start reading newspaper articles, maybe on The Guardian, to enhance your knowledge in terms of non-fiction text. In terms of the questions, like I said, it is 40 marks. And it's worth 25% of your GCSE. First question is 4 marks. This question, the 4 marker, is actually a MCQ question, multiple choice. So you will be given options A to H. Okay, and what you have to do is you need to find the 4 true statements. Okay, so once you find the 4 true statements, all you have to do is you shade in the 4 boxes which are true. The second one we have here is 2 longer form questions. One is an 8 marker and another is a 12 marker. So the question that is the 8 marker again will be on a specific text, it could be on source A, it could be on source B. So that depends on when you're sitting the exam. And the 12 marker is a language analysis question. So you're analyzing how language is used for effect. So how has the writer used a simile? How has the writer used personification? How has the writer used adjectives, okay, for a particular effect? And maybe how has the writer used a short, simple sentence, for example. So these are some of the areas you want to explore when analyzing language. And finally, the last question for your reading is the extended question, which is worth 16 marks. And this is the question where you are comparing source A, okay, versus source B. So what you're comparing here is their viewpoints and perspectives. So what is the writer's viewpoints and perspectives in source A? And you compare and contrast with the writer in source B. Now, usually, or 90% of the time, they ask you to compare the differences in perspectives, but there is a possibility for them to ask you to compare the similarities, but that is unlikely. And remember, when you answer this type of question, you have to back it up with relevant quotes and relevant quotations for you to score the top marks. And the last and final question for your GCSE English language is the 40 marker, which is also worth 25%. So it's a one extended writing question, 24 marks for content, 16 marks for technical accuracy. So it's important that you check over your SPAG, so you have accurate spelling, you have a variety of punctuation, and also your grammar is correct as well and accurate. So avoid contractions such as don't or couldn't. So you would say do not or could not. So it's important that you check over your SPAG because it is worth 16 marks. And a lot of students say, oh, so it's only worth 16. But remember, every mark makes a difference, students. That 1 mark that you get could be the difference between you scoring a grade 7 and a grade 8, or a grade 8 and a grade 9. Okay, so that's something that I want you all to take on board. And remember, with paper 2, how do you improve? As cliche as it sounds, practice, practice, practice. And we are only in September 2023. So to those of you in year 11, remember you want to start practicing from today. And the earlier you start, the better your exam will be. So create a plan, create a revision plan, and use that and stick to it to help you prepare for your English exams. So if you are interested in online tuition, if you want to improve your grades for your GCSEs, we are offering online tuition for students. Do contact us via email, easyeducationlondon@gmail.com, and a member of our team will be in contact with you, and you can join our beneficial classes where we spend time going over the past papers, going over model answers, and providing you all with constructive feedback and showing you how to improve your answers. And that takes us towards the end of the video. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, Easy Education London. And please do repost and share our videos and share it with your family and friends, because it does help us massively, and it does help grow the channel as well. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more. Thank you.